Here is a great trick for when your crane just cannot reach under those pipe racks. We really learned a brilliant method today. Let's get the main truck backed right in cab first, with a row of pipes up front. We have to raise the boom before even setting up the outriggers. This job site today is seriously super cramped. We barely managed to get the crane set up. Honestly, it feels like this tight squeeze was custom made just for us. What a way to start, taking on such a challenging job right out of the gate. It is a pretty tough one. I am actually a little worried our driver, Steve, might just pack up and quit after finishing this job. Just kidding, just kidding. Our pro driver is staying as cool as a cucumber out here. Just when we thought we had everything under control, another little issue popped up. We have to chip away a bit of this concrete pillar over here. We are only off by about this much. Once that is done, the counterweight will drop right in. We have no choice since the truck cannot move over any further. If we get any closer, we will not have room to swing around. So for now, we are stuck working from this side. We will just have to wait over there. But even after we load up the counterweights, it still will not clear those pipes. This cramped space is really making things tough for us. We will just have to chip away a little more. Finally, with the base tray attached and swung to the back, we can let our support truck load up the rest of the counterweights. All the counterweights are finally loaded up. It took some time because of this tricky site with all the underground pipes. Originally, the plant wanted us to use the full counterweight setup, but because of the space limitations, what we have loaded now is more than enough. Given our lifting position and capacity, this is the heavy piece of equipment we are hoisting today. It is pretty massive. In just a moment, our main hook will lift this end straight up, while the tail crane in the back helps guide it. Once it is airborne, we will lower it right through that floor opening all the way down to the bottom level. The clearance for lowering this tank is crazy tight. On that side, it is almost scraping the wall, and this side is just as snug, especially with those sticking out pipes. The site manager just told us that this tank reaches from the ground floor all the way up here. Is it really that tall? It actually comes in sections with another piece going on top. Just lowering this first section is taking a ton of time since the opening is so narrow. Plus, at every single level on the way down, we have to dodge different obstacles as we guide it through the shaft straight down to the ground floor. Our first section finally touched down just past 12 o'clock, right on time for lunch. Not bad at all. A nice balance of meat and veggies. It is pretty scorching out here today. Just moving around a little bit gets you drenched in sweat. Even while sitting down to eat, the sweat just keeps pouring. We are just adjusting the position of the first base section, and now the second piece has arrived. Why another base section? I thought our next lift would be the top half to connect straight to the first one. I guess the crew has their own game plan. Once we finish this, we will lift the next piece for docking. At this pace, we should be done in 2 or 3 days. It took us less than an hour to get the first one in place. Now, we are getting ready to lift the second one. The reach for this second lift is a bit further out in that far corner, probably over 3 meters or so. For this job, we have 3 different shafts where equipment needs to go. Each shaft takes 2 sections, making a total of 6 heavy pieces. At this pace, it will take us about 2 or 3 days. The top sections will take a bit longer since they need to be welded together. And there it is, the second piece is in position. Now the top section is making its way over. Since this job site is so cramped, the delivery truck had to shimmy back and forth just to squeeze in here. We are using the exact same lifting method as we did for the first 2 pieces. They probably designed this rigging so long just to clear the gap between those 2 overhead pipes. Otherwise, if it were any longer, we could not lift it, or we would be forced to take the pipes apart. Our operator just needs to set up the crane one more time and he can call it a day. Today alone, he has had to set up and reposition 5 different times. All right. They are torching off the lifting frame on top right now. It is almost 4 o'clock and we are getting ready to lift that top section into place. Welding that top section is going to be a chore. I just asked the welder and he said it will take at least 3 hours or more. Once we lift it into place, they will probably just tack weld a few spots today and call it a wrap for the afternoon. We barely had enough room to stand it up. Talk about a tight squeeze on this site. I bet the only reason this tank comes in 2 pieces is because of this low overhead pipe. Yep, exactly. This tank is full of condensation. It is dripping water everywhere. It is literally like raining inside. This section went down super smoothly. There are not nearly as many annoying little pipes and flanges in the way, though when it comes time to line up the joints, things might slow down a bit. We have got everything lined up. Oh boy, because this tank has such a huge diameter. The top and bottom rims are bound to be slightly misaligned. Our installation pros are using their years of experience and specialized tools to get those edges perfectly aligned and flush. This leveling process is actually pretty tedious. I am guessing it will take at least an hour or so. They have to hammer out all the uneven spots until it sits completely flush. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great night, everyone.